G'day, ZiggyD here, and the time has come. I've been playing around plenty of softcore with my Demon Hunter in different classes and testing out, the endgame farming in softcore in the Reaper of Souls beta, but it's time to really put Loot 2.0, the new crafting systems, and the new classes to the test in hardcore mode. Now I'm going to be playing hardcore adventure mode exclusively because why not play the new mode and test it out as much as possible. Going to be doing plenty of bounties and getting lots of little loot baggies from those and doing some rift runs as well and leveling a character exclusively through those. Now I did take a poll on my Facebook and Twitters and basically asked what class people wanted to see, and it came down to Wizard or Witch Doctor, people most wanted to see. And that was a pretty hard decision, but I've decided to go with Wizard. Now, the reason for this is I did play a Witch Doctor in a previous hardcore series, and although it's looking pretty awesome, and is one I'm going to probably play in hardcore pretty soon, the Wizard has had some crazy awesome changes in Reaper of Souls. Probably one of the biggest changes, amount of changes to any class in Reaper of Souls. They're now much more elementally focused, and there's tons of cool stuff you can do with them now, so I'm really excited to get into it. So, let's do it. Permanent death. Let's jump into it. Now I'm going to have to switch to adventure mode here, and I think we'll probably start on normal difficulty for the very first run, kind of get a feel for it, get our bearings, and get a little bit of gear as well, since we start with basically nothing, and because there's no story mode quests to kind of ease us into it, could be interesting. So let's jump into the game, and I think this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to full clear the bounties of one act, and then I'm going to do a rift run. And I'm probably going to continue this theme throughout the entire leveling process. Now I'm going to start in Act 1. Let's bring up my FPS overlay so I know I'm recording correctly. And we'll start off in Act 1, which happens to have 2x bounty rewards now, so I'm pretty happy about that. And this should be good. So I'm going to do all the bounties in this, and you're going to see this entire leveling process. Like, literally, we start with just our white wand, and usually we'd have the campaign to kind of take us through, but now we're going to be jumping all over the place, and, even sometimes doing bosses. Let's actually see what bounties we have. So maybe this character will be short-lived, we'll see. We have Clear the Warrior's Rest, that shouldn't be too bad. We've got Kill Glidewing, we've got Kill Kraylin the Wicked, Kill Mirror Aemon, and Kill Bludgeon Skull. Okay, this is a pretty nice starting one. We don't have to kill the Butcher or anything at level 1, so I'm kind of happy about that. But this should keep things pretty interesting and varied, because it's not going to be the same campaign progression. We're going to be jumping kind of all over the place here. But there's nothing else to it. Let's just jump straight into it. I think maybe we should start with the Cathedral, because it's one of the earlier level zones, and the mobs in there are a little bit slower and more simple. And since we don't have any skills yet, we might just kind of have to... Oh no, we should use our environmental effects to our benefit here. Help us kill these guys out. But I'm kind of like, maybe edit this down a bit through some of the more grindy sections, but we'll try and keep it interesting. I'll try and just use this as an opportunity to really show off the new systems and what it's going to be like leveling a new character in hardcore in this new system. So we've got Ragus Grimlow here. There's a lot more unique monsters in Reaper of Souls, and these guys are actually worth fighting. They drop pretty decent loot, and they're often the target of bounties, so I better avoid that explosion there. And we have a nice loot explosion. Every piece of gear we're going to find in this, especially right at the start here, actually has potential to be useful. There we go. And we got a pretty nice weapon to start off with there. We've got some extra damage and Crushing Blow, so that's going to help against more of the high damage enemies now. So for those of you who don't know what Crushing Blow is yet, it against white mobs and normal mobs, it deals 25% of their max life, their current life, at with that basically hit whenever that procs. So there's a small chance of it happening. As you can see from this one, I now have a 5% chance of Crushing Blow, and you'll see the text come up on screen when that does happen. I should probably search weapon racks, because we're going to need crafting materials, and whites do salvage for crafting materials now. But I don't know if you can salvage things right at the beginning, actually. So here we've got actual Glidewing, the guy here. We should level up pretty soon, and we'll be able to start using our secondary skill here. But we're going to kill 50 monsters at the start. So a few more pieces of gear here. Now we actually have Ray of Frost now I can use. It's kind of fun jumping into these like higher level areas and actually being able to like kill them at a super low level, which is just something you could never do before. Like you could never go to Act 4 and kill Diablo at level 1 before, unless you use some sort of crazy methods to get there. But it's pretty cool stuff. We've almost got our 50 kills. Man, Ray of Frost is pretty effective. Jeez. So let's talk a bit about the Wizard and why I really wanted to go with them. I said that they're much more interesting and elementally focused now, and this is kind of what's going on. They changed the Wizard didn't really feel, Blizzard didn't feel like the Wizard suited its lore very well. So they weren't, you know, sticking to their kind of being this powerful elemental beast like they're supposed to be. And basically they overhauled a ton of the skills and even some of the passives. Now, I can't really check out any of these until we're level, but you will see these guys. Overhauled a lot of this stuff to be, you know, try and encourage you to either play an ice wizard or play an arcane wizard or play a fire wizard or a lightning wizard, or maybe even to combine 2 elements together or 3 elements together with certain skills to try and get these different effects based off them. And there's things like burns that increases your crit strike against enemies, there's frost, obviously freezing, and there's lightning stunning and paralyzing enemies and things like that. So I want to check if I can salvage this low level stuff. I don't actually know if you can. Yeah, some of the really low level stuff you can't salvage, so I'm just going to ditch this stuff for now. I'm not terribly in need of gold. There's not much I can do about this. I have 36k gold because this is a transferred account, and I played a bit of hardcore in there, so I can't do too much about that, but that should we should just be able to waste that on something pretty soon, and it shouldn't affect our gameplay too much. But there's one bounty down. Let's go jump into another one. Let's go do Festering Woods Clear Warriors quest. And pretty much each episode, I think I'm just going to break it up into a bounty run, and then into a rift run at the end, and we'll kill the boss at the end of the rift run and close this out. You know, assuming we don't die. Now, if I do die, because I said I really wanted to play wizard. We'll play wizard. We'll give it a fair effort. If I die like in the first or second episode, maybe I'll re-roll as a wizard. But if I die after a good, you know, few episodes, then we'll probably re-roll as a witch doctor, because that's one a lot of people wanted to see there. This bounty here is going to be pretty quick and fast, so it should be nice and profitable for us. Oh, we got feared. There's shock pulse. I think I'll stick with my arcane missile for now, but we'll start to see some of the new skills as we move forwards a bit. Gathering clubs, any good for us? No, we've got some attack speed ones, they're probably better for us at the moment. There we go, there's that bounty completed. Now, you could cheese this. You could definitely cheese this by just remaking the games and doing like, there's a bounty that appears in Cemetery of Forsaken that you basically just kill the guy and then leave. You could just cheese that over and over again to get XP, but I want to do this the proper way, you know, get the actual fun experience out of this. So, yeah, we're going to actually go ahead and do all of these bounties. So what do we got? We've got Mirror Amin. Mirror Amin actually appears outside of her blacksmith cellar. She's managed to break her way out of the town and left. In an alternate universe, we didn't kill her in the campaign, and we now have to go hunt her down for the blacksmith. There's a reptilian sash there, that could be good. We've got quite a few of we've got 20 of our 50 kills there, straight away just from those ones there. Pretty good. We should let the retching cadavers summon their minions there. There we go. There's a few more easy kills. There's another level 2. We might actually have... oh, we've got Frost Nova now. Pretty good stuff. I'm thinking we'll see what legendaries and items we get and stuff like that. But I kind of really like the new Ice Wizard, the way it plays. I've played around a little bit on my level 60 Wizard, and freezing and doing like extra damage to frozen enemies just feels really good. And in hardcore, I think freezing is going to be pretty powerful. But we're doing pretty good. I think on the next run, I will indeed bump up the difficulty. But I wanted to get a little bit of initial gear on normal. I think we could probably bump it up to expert even, maybe, or hard. So let's check out. This is an upgrade, slight upgrade in healing, a very slight upgrade. Okay, well, we've got to kill a few more enemies here. There's a skelly. Get him. Let's go find a nice big pack and kill those off. We can't go too high. Here we go. All right, this should take us pretty close to the rest of our 50 kills there. Man, this Ray of Frost is super effective at the moment. Loving it. So you'll notice there what happens if I run out of arcane power. Always it goes back to her actual, her signature spell there. This is a new change in Reaper of Souls, and it's pretty cool. I'm a bit of a fan of it. It makes when you're using like a frozen orb and switching back to your frost magic missile pretty easy because it automatically does it. So kind of just makes it a little bit less annoying that you're not auto attacking every now and then when you run out of arcane power. And if you're actually playing a build that has generators rather than signature spells, you'll go back to generating when you run out. So this zone's going to be a little bit more dangerous. Some of the mobs in here are a bit more dangerous, but with the slowing effect from Arcane Beam, we're doing pretty well. Let's see if we can get any more gear. We might be able to, once we level up a few more, we might be able to salvage some stuff. So I'll just start picking up stuff, and I'll try and find the level that you can actually start salvaging out. So we got this knife at level 4. So all of the mobs scale to the level. So this is something interesting thing to point out actually, is you'll notice it says normal 4. We're not on monster level 4 at all. This is that mobs always in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls now, always scale to your level. So you're always going to have an even challenge, and in fact I've actually found it gets pretty hard sometimes when you're like leveling up quicker than you're finding gear upgrades. I noticed on my level 60 characters I'd get to like level 65, I might not have found many upgrades, and then I find out that the monsters are getting pretty hard all of a sudden because they've actually been leveling up along with me, and I haven't been finding those gear upgrades. So you have to pay a fair bit of attention to upgrading your gear as quickly as you can, but it also means appropriate level gear is always dropping. You're not, stuck in these lower level zones in the campaign. It's always scaling to you. And the removal of the difficulty system from the campaign just feels so good. I hated how we had to play through the campaign like 4 times in the previous Diablo. It was the worst. It was my least favorite thing about the game. But there's some arcane orb action. Once I get some runes for that, I might start using out. But this Ray of Frost is just super powerfully defensive at the moment. Just the slowing effect is insane. Okay, let's check out these pants. There's some life regen, and nothing else for the moment. Our rest of our weapons and stuff should still be pretty good. Got to kill 20 more guys in here. So there's another rare pack. Man, knockback, as you can see. Better use our freeze there. There we go. Let's put a bit of distance in. Oh, we should grab that. Let's grab that. Nephilim Glory, I think it's called. Nephilim Glory. There's Nephilim Glory. Oh, 3 stacks of Nephilim Glory. We're going to own stuff now. Let's do a bit of a... Oh, there's our first demonic essence. These are only used from 0 to 60 crafting now. But we'll be able to use that to craft up some gear. We actually need to go back. Damn, we're going to waste all of our Nephilim Glory. I might, yeah, I'll probably lose that. I'm not going to be able to get any refreshes. But you can have a maximum of 3 stacks of Nephilim Glory. This has been copied over from the console, and it was really fun in the console, so I'm glad they brought it over. But you'll notice that mobs explode, and there's, depending on the amount of stacks you have, depending on what actual effects it has. So the first one just does a little bit more damage, the second one adds these kind of arcing blows, and the third one adds the explosions. Now I believe it also increases your move speed as well. Let's check out our move speed. Yeah, plus 10%, so that makes you get around a little bit faster when you have that. It's a pretty nice addition, I really like it. Just improves the tempo of the game, makes it a little bit more exciting. There's a zombie. Oh, exploded. Alright, here we go. Let's use the last of our Nephilim Glory against these Disentomb Hulks here. Let's try and get them together and freeze them. There we go. Go Nephilim Glory, explode! I better use my... Man, I better use my... Oh, these guys are pretty nasty. I better use my arcane beam against them. No! Teleporters, oh man. So the rift at the end will have scaled to our level as well, so it should be pretty interesting when we jump in there. There's an adventuring short bow wounding, that'll actually be an upgrade for us. We can go ahead and use that. We'll keep our attack speed bow for now. Now, do we have any more bounties to do? One more bounty to do, kill Kraylin the Wicked. And we might actually have a rune for our main attack now. I really like that you can just teleport from zone to zone like this. It's pretty sweet. There's actually an elite pack there, so I better kill these guys before I switch up my skills. And now there's no more Nephilim Valor stacks as well, so you can switch your skills around as much as you want. You just can't do it in combat, so like this, if I try and get into there, if while I'm actually fighting or being attacked, I can't actually change anything. But we've got Shock Pulse there, Magic Missile. Why can't we switch runes? Oh, skill runes begin unlocking at level 6, okay, that's right. We have Arcane Orb, Frost Nova, nothing else new yet. We'll just continue along. Was there any items here? I don't know why I zoomed in. Adventuring Sash of the Hawk, yeah, let's get that on. I think that's better for us. And any weapon upgrades? No, we're good. We've got the bow for now. Use the bow to shoot out some... We just put the bow on our back. I love the use of weapons in this. So we're actually going to Leoric's Manor for this one. So this one's actually pretty good. This is one of the bounties that really benefits from having a lot of run speed on your character, because you kind of have to clear through a zone. Man, the wizard looks pretty cool carrying a bow. Too bad she doesn't know how to use it. Oh, we can like swing it at enemies. That's not how you use a bow. But let's continue up here. Get a few kills on the way, why not? I love the effect as they get frozen and fall down like that. Should be just about to get another level. What level are we? We're actually going to level 6, so we'll get our first rune when we do level up there. Oh! Logs just obliterated that guy. So I'm trying to pay attention to the level I'm getting at. That's a level 6. That'll be a level 5 item, actually. So I want to see what level we can actually start salvaging those guys. Let's just go straight into Leoric's Manor here. Oh, we've got a rare with knockback. And something else new that I've noticed to Reaper of Souls is you notice this guy here is leading around a bunch of, rogues, thieves. They actually spawn now, rares spawn with different accompanying allies. They're usually from, like, kind of themed to the zone, but they don't have to be, like, the same type of enemy like they were before. So you'll notice sometimes that guy might be leading around a bunch of dogs or something like that. They just have something accompanying them, but it's not necessarily the same base type of enemy. A bit of a glove upgrade there. Kill this last guy here. Ray of Frost still owning. Okay, so that axe is level 5. We're about to be level 6 after this kill, should be. There's Kraylin the Wicked. There's our bounty. There's our level. And that guy was a nice, easy, fast kill. But let's... I always like this part here, so let's go do this. We better kill these guys off first, though. They're pretty dangerous. Oh, there's actually a rare pack in there as well. I don't quite have the AoE for this. Maybe Arcane Orb would be a little bit better. Ray of Frost is great single target, but not so good at the AoE. There we go. We're starting to work him down. We'll grab the orders for Magda. A bit of cheap experience. Goodbye, Magda. Don't need to hear from you. We don't have to play the campaign again unless we actually want to. I like it. Okay. So, let's head back to town. I'll check for if there's any, like, salvaging we can do. We can find out. That bow was level 6, so we can test that. We can test which level actually allows you to start salvaging. I want to try and find out as much information about all these different mechanics as we can. Because if like ladders start up and I want to start doing some hardcore ladders and stuff. So, alright, none of this is salvageable yet. You can see it's all grayed out. Okay, so I can simply sell all of this stuff. But here we go. Our first baggie. And we got some blood shards as well. Should be pretty good. Let's see what we get. We got some common debris. We got a rift. Or we did get our rift keystone, which we needed to be able to actually do our first rift. Maybe we'll even get lucky and get a few more rift keystones in that rift. So what I'll do is I'll keep all of my crafting materials for now. Oh, I should have actually checked those to see if they're upgrades. I'm just kind of used to selling all this stuff. Oops. Let's put our boots on for sure. Okay, cool. That's alright. I'm sure we'll find some nice upgrades in the actual rift itself. But here we go. We're all set up. What I might do is just clear out a stash tab to set this aside for this character. So we'll get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so we've got a stash tab cleared out for this character. We actually need our rift keystone. Alright, let's go open up our first rift. Shifting rift. Let's see what we get. Come on, goblins! I wouldn't mind goblins on our first rift run. Let's see what we actually get. Okay, so we have the the end area of Act 1 zone here, randomly spawned. Got some cool fiends. We'll just find out what sort of mobs have actually spawned in here. Whether there's anything we need to be too afraid of. We're still playing on normal though in this particular run, so shouldn't be too scary. So what we need to do, for those of you guys who haven't seen a rift before, is actually kill enough monsters to reach 100% on that bar over there on the right. And once we do reach 100%, a boss will spawn. Now these bosses are pretty interesting actually. They can be different versions, rift versions of the existing bosses in the game, or there's actually some new boss types like certain base enemies with extra skills. Like for example, what's a good example? There is a different version of the Skeleton King that uses additional skills, like he lays these kind of mines out and things like that, so there's a lot of different variety there, but you guys will no doubt see it in this series, and we'll get a good idea of the different bosses and stuff that spawns. So hopefully we don't get something super OP that just slays us outright in this first run here, but so far we're doing okay. Any upgrades? No, I wouldn't mind getting a shield. I do like my shields in hardcore. So there's 10%, so this one shouldn't take too long, sometimes depending on how many levels you get or how dense the mobs are in each of these rifts can sort of dictate how long it takes to actually complete the rift. Sometimes you just get one zone that's got a ton of mobs in it, and other times you'll get like 6 zones with not very many mobs in them. We'll see what we get in this one. Looks like we should have multiple levels in this one, but I'm not sure how many. We'll find out. Alright, let's actually switch over. We do actually have a rune here, so let's go Charge Blast. Why not? Let's get some more damage. And we'll go Arcane Orb as well. I want to improve my AoE a bit. I do have Frost Nova if I need to freeze anything, so we'll go with that route, I think. Oh, one shot. Good stuff. Oh, level 7, and there's a bunch of vicious ghouls just getting smashed by the Arcane Orb. What did we unlock? We've unlocked a new Ray of Frost rune. Ooh, that's tempting. Cold Blood reduces casting cost. We'll stick with Arcane Orb for now. I think I want a bit better AoE for clearing this rift nice and fast. Single target spells are going to be really good in bounties because you know you're often focusing on the single target. But in rifts you're trying to clear out as many mobs as fast as possible. So having a big AoE spell like this is going to be really effective. Oh, we've got an elite pack here, teleporters. These guys hit pretty hard when they do their leap slam, but we can avoid that pretty easily, especially if we pop a freezer like that. We should just be able to destroy them while they're frozen. Oh, teleport! Oh! Except for when they teleport and try to leaf slam you there. Oh, there's a Nephilim Glory for us. No, no! Oh, I managed to dodge it. Cool. Some people did want to see me test out the ability to dodge attacks that have started, like whether the hit detection was changed in Reaper of Souls. I believe it's still the same, but as you can see, you can still dodge telegraphed attacks like that. Just actual like auto attacks and things like that. They're like server side, and there's no way to dodge those. It's just kind of the trade-off this game has to mean that so we don't get as much desync. We occasionally get rubber banding in Diablo 3, but that's about it. It feels really good, but you can't. There's kind of a skill cap on it because you can't dodge all attacks in the game. There's no accuracy system, and things are either guaranteed hit if they are deemed to be a hit at the start of the attack. But that's not too important, just a bit of a design thought behind the game there. Alright, well, we've reached level 2 of this rift, Shifting Rift 2. Same sort of zone. This is not always going to be the case. Sometimes there could be a completely different zone. We could have ended up in Act 2's desert here. But the mobs are always going to be randomized, the zone's going to be always randomized. We have a nice blue hue to this particular zone, much more calming, despite all the death and destruction that's happening. But we're up to 41% after that first zone, 40% or so after that first zone, so maybe 2 or 3 levels, maybe 3 levels before we get the boss to spawn. But oh man, Arcane Orb is just owning these guys. I haven't found many gear drops though. I've like found no gear drops whatsoever actually, which is unusual. You get a lot of gear in rifts usually. Oh, that blow! 7 kills with 1 Arcane Orb there. That was sweet. Oh, we got our first orb. We got our first shrine here. Too bad it's just a shield shrine, which is always, always good in hardcore. But wouldn't have minded like some conduit or something like that. Some of the new shrines in the rifts are pretty cool. But this one just basically means I'm completely immune to damage for 30 seconds, so I can just like stand here and face tank these guys. But mostly I want to kill stuff a bit faster. So I'll keep picking up these guys. This was acquired at level 7. Let's put it down there so I remember. And we'll keep testing these guys when we can actually start salvaging and acquiring those. Maybe it's around the same time you'd usually get the blacksmith, which if I knew that off the top of my head I would be able to say, but I can't remember what that is. Oh, Eagle Orb. Cool, now we just need a one-handed weapon. Alright, I got a sword here. It's actually a damage upgrade, so let's put that on. Oh, no, it's a two-handed sword, damn it. Well, I guess we're going no weapon for now. No, I do need a weapon. We'll just equip the club for now. I actually want to go back to a weapon there. This gives us 1 to 2 damage and some extra arcane power. I want to ditch the bow, try and get an actual weapon. Whoop, let's get out of there. Frozen, there we go. Nice. I feel like the wizard's going to have excellent skills for hardcore. Man, we took a fair bit of damage in that hit though. Oh, we've got a teleporting rare. Things are getting a little bit dangerous. There we go, there's another level, level 8. New mobs that spawn will scale to our new level 8. We have diamond skin though. That'll be nice to put on, but I think I want to stick with my freeze spell for now. But diamond skin will be nice once I can actually get a second one. And we've unlocked the Templar. So I can potentially go and grab him as well. I probably should go grab my follower. But for the next episode, I'll make sure I'll grab him for the next episode. For this though, we'll finish it first. Notice how I opened that body there and got a ton of gold all at once. Every now and then you get like these big bursts of gold. They've kind of changed the way things drop. And it's kind of fun to get like a really big bunch of gold like that in one night from opening one barrel or something like that. There's actually a short staff there. That will be an upgrade for us. Let's go ahead and equip that. We'll take off our little our sly eagle orb. Alright, 76%. We'll probably get to the next level before we summon the boss, I think. Oh, there's another Rift Keystone. We've managed to chain them together. So if we wanted to, we could keep chaining Rift Keystones after doing our first series of bounty runs. But I want to mix it up a bit, keep it interesting. So at the start of the next episode, we will do another Rift run, another bounty run. Maybe we'll do Act 2 next time and keep progressing through the different acts like that. And then go back to Act 1 at the end. Act 1 is my favourite act overall, but I don't mind mixing up a bit, keeping things interesting. There's a Masterwork one. That's actually probably going to be an upgrade as well. Yeah, let's go with that and the Eagle Orb here. Cool. Sweet. Oh, we've got some of the new creatures from Act 3 here. What do these guys do? They kind of do this charging effect, and these are ones happen to be wallers as well. Let's get our freeze happening there. We'll try and finish this one off. Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh, we'll get some Pants of the Lion. Let's go chuck those on. And we're in Zone 3 now, which is another one of the same zones, this time with a green hue. So, looks like we've chained the same zones together this time around. Oh, charged beast. Oh, those are a scary thing to run into in hardcore without expecting it. That's the thing about rifts, there's so much variety and randomness in it that you really have to pay attention to which mobs are actually spawning. And each zone is different too, like each level, so this time I happened to run into some charge beasts, which is, oh, our first rare. Oh, sweet. Intelligence, vitality, regen, life after each kill. That's a really nice chest. Sweet. Awesome. Oh, meteors. Oh, man. I'm actually starting to take quite a bit of damage in here, and we're still only in normal. Ah, these are guys from Act 4 there, the meteor cooler ones. They tend to shield as well and become pretty hard to kill. Still obliterating though. Got some more guys from Act 4 here. It's kind of like leap sliding. Oh, we got our first goblin. I want to get in there and kill him. We haven't aggroed him yet, so we'll kill off these mobs. Try and do it a bit safer. I have died trying to chase down a goblin in hardcore before, so let's not have a repeat of that, please. So maybe if I position myself on the opposite side, I'll be able to kill off the enemies at the same time. We're up to 94%. We're going to get into the next level though before we actually spawn the boss. So let's kill off these guys, see if there's any upgrades, and get ready for the boss spawn because we've got a chance to prepare for it here. Some dex, give us some dodge, whatever. Nothing else there. It looks like it. All right, 96%. We're getting very close. We've got a red, huge shifting rift zone this time around. So what I'm gonna try and find a good spot to fight the boss in, and then I'm gonna try and get some kills. All right, 96%, getting very close. Really want to pay attention to when that actually spawns. I think there's a pack in here. Bunch of skeletons. There's actually a rare in there. That'll probably trigger the boss when I kill that. I think rares and magic mobs count for more percentage towards the boss. So let's kill this guy off here. I'll save my freeze cooldown for the boss, I think, if I can. Let's try and draw this guy back here, and we'll try and fight the boss in the zone we've already cleared out here. This will definitely summon the boss, I think. There we go. Oh, what is it? Is that, oh, it's one of those giant guys. Alright, cool. He's going to hit pretty hard. Let's see what other skills he has. I really want to test out these bosses and see what they do. We've got Trongon, the Rift Guardian. So let's see what other abilities he has. Oh! Do you have any other skills, or are you just sort of a basic? Because some of them have additional abilities or they spawn other things. Looks like he's just kind of a basic version of the mob. I can't see any other skills yet. Alright, let's kill him then. No more time. No more need for messing around with him. Let's go for the freeze. I'm tempted to see how hard he hits. Let's see how hard he hits. Okay, not too bad with that one. I probably don't want to stand and tank the clash though. Oh, he does. Okay, he does have another ability. There's Mortar. So we need to try and stay pretty close to him then so we can avoid those mortars. Freeze will be pretty good then. Alright, let's finish him off. Where's my crushing blow procs? Oh, he spawns arcane lasers as well. Alright, cool. It was just kind of, he was holding off on me there. He's like, no, I'm gonna keep some wild cards up my sleeve for when you hurt me a bit. Let's go for the final freeze and then for the kill. Oh, we spawned a zombie out of a barrel. Yes. Alright, cool. We got a, what did we get there? A rare bow. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's got a lot of vitality on it. We got a new skill too, Wave of Force. Wave of Force could be good, but I think I'd prefer maybe Diamond Skin. Now let's go with Wave of Force. Wave of Force is a nice defensive skill as well as being an aggressive one. I really like Explosive Bolts. It's really fun. We'll probably set that up for the next one. But now, with rifts, after you kill the boss, you can continue to clear the rift. But I'm just going to get the reward from killing the boss. And we'll go back to it. If we wanted to do just straight up grinding, we'd go play Diablo 3 Vanilla. Let's actually go get our rift reward. Here we go, Auric. Give us our rift reward, buddy. Here we go. Come on, legendary. Oh, no legendary this time, unfortunately. What do we get? Get any upgrades? We've got, our other boots have movement speed on them, probably better. There's a nice weapon upgrade, bit of extra damage. Anything else interesting for us? Oh, we do have a source upgrade here, cool. Alright, now let's see if we can salvage any of this gear, whether it's appropriate level or not. Okay, so some of this stuff did. Now, that was probably around level 7 or 8, I think. I don't know exactly, but around level 7 or 8. Required level 4. We can't tell if the required level what they actually dropped at, but I suppose we can use that as a judge. Required level 4 things can be salvaged. There you go. That's a good answer. Well, that's actually level 3 though, so yeah, that's not telling the full story, is it? Ah, well. We kind of got a bit of an idea. Just after a few levels, we can start to salvage things. But we're starting to get our crafting mats together now. Got some exquisite essences, and we get a lot from the rewards as well. So maybe maybe after episode 2 or 3, we'll start doing some crafting. Anyway, that was pretty fun, pretty successful first run. I think in the next episode we'll actually bump the difficulty up one and test that out. Maybe we'll do some Act 2 and do a Rift run there as well. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.